It's really nice to have you joining me today. I'm going to teach you a class today which will be really good to help strengthen your bones and your muscles, and really safe if you have osteoporosis. So we're going to start on our hands and knees because this is a weight bearing position which is really good for us. So come over and just pop on your hands and knees. Now if your knees feel uncomfortable like this, you can always just fold up a little towel and put them under your knees. And see, that can actually make a big difference. So we have the knees apart just a tiny little bit and the hands under the shoulders. And if your wrists start to feel uncomfortable like this, another option is to try a fist. So just keep those couple of things in mind as we get going. Okay, so I just think about the natural shape of my spine, and then I just draw in the tummy a tiny little bit so I can just maintain that nice shape, and I think about keeping the back of the neck nice and long. And then from here, all we're going to do is just slip the shoulder blades together and then push the floor down with my arms so the shoulder blades broaden again. So a little dip and lift. So you let your chest drop down towards the ground, and then you push with your hands and the shoulder blades broaden and you lift up. So the thing with this one is to keep your elbows straight. So just a tiny little micro bend in the elbows, but it's really all just a little gliding of the shoulder blades. It's a bit of a tricky move actually to start with, but I like it because it sort of helps you really feel that pushing down with your arms and that grounding and stabilizing kind of feeling. Okay, hold it where you're pushing the ground away and your shoulder blades are nice and broad. Then you're going to look forward and imagine just reaching your chest forward. So you've got into a little arched shape, and then you just come back to where you started from. So again, just look forward and you reach your chest forward like you were reaching your chest through your arms, and then you come back to neutral again. So again, so I'm not going too far. It's only small, but already I can feel that my shoulders are working, keeping me in this shape. Remember, go onto a fist if your wrists are finding this a little bit hard. Okay, and then just hold it like this in neutral again. From here, tuck the toes under so you can feel a little stretch on the sole of your foot. Draw in your tummy and keep your body nice and steady as you just take your right leg back and the toes tuck under behind you. Now just bring the knee back in and under, and then reach the toes back out again. So just go in and under and tap it out. In and under, tap it out. So I really think about keeping my hips nice and square. And I'm trying not to move my back around too much. So I'm trying not to go rounded when the knee comes in and then arch when it goes back. So what I do is I just, when the knee comes in, just think of trying to pull your tummy in a little bit to keep your back really steady. Okay, that's enough. Pop that knee down, and then we do the same on the other side. So toes reach back, you square off your hips, and then it's just in and under, and then reach it back. In and under and back. That's it. So really keep your chest open. That's enough, and then bring that knee back in and under. Take the right leg back again, and from here, keep those hips square, pull in your tummy, keep your back nice and steady, and just lift up the leg a little bit and pop it back and down. So when I do this one, I often teach this one and people take their leg a little too high. It might not feel like it's going very high, but just level with your body is good. And again, just keeping your back from moving is the trick to make it really effective. So I'm working the muscles at the back of my leg. And of course you've got it's really a whole body, isn't it? Because you've got your core switched on and your shoulders working. And I'm really stretching the leg out nice and long. That's it. And then just bring that knee in and under. Then same on the other side. So left leg goes out, I square everything off, and then it's just straight up and down. How about we do 10 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, good. Bring that knee in. Now, let's just get off our wrist for a moment. So just come down onto one elbow and then the other. Good, give your wrists a little break if they need it. And then we're going to push back up and up. So down, down, up, up. And you might even try this on a fist. Push up on the fist. So down, down, push up, push up. Okay, that's it. Nice and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to take the other arm down first. So we go down with this hand and then come up. Unless you were already alternating, you can just keep going with your alternating. That's it. Push. Feel that strength. Okay, push up. And just a couple more. Down, down, up, up. Last one. Down, down, up, up. Very good. Maybe go back to putting your hands flat. And then we're going to take your hands one step forward. So just reach one hand forward and then the other one. Untuck the toes and just tip your hips a tiny little bit forward. I'm not dropping my hips right down, so it doesn't feel like my lower back is compressed or anything. It's just that long line through my body, but my weight's a little bit forward. And you really need to draw your tummy in here. So we just hold this. This is like a modified plank. Push the tops of your feet down into the mat to take a little pressure out of your knees. Okay, so we're just going to hold it here for 10 seconds more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then just bring your hands back underneath you. And then you're just going to shift your weight a little forward and then shift back and feel a little pressure here in the hips. Okay, and then just hinge forward and then hinge back. So feel like your sitting bones are wide at the back there when you tip back. So shift your weight forward and shift your weight back. See how I'm not rounding my back? I'm keeping my back nice and long. And then come back to being even again. Now we're going to take one hand. You just lift it up off the ground and you're going to reach it up towards the ceiling. So take a little twist there and then just pop it back and down. Same on the other side, just peel the hand off and then lift it up, look up towards your hand and then just pop it back and down. One more on each side, lift up, take a look up, back and down, and again. That's it. And back and down. All right. We're going to have a lie down on our back now. So go ahead and take a lie down. And I want you to think about lining your feet up hip distance apart. So imagine your heels sort of in line with your sitting bones and feel the whole sole of your foot down on the ground. Just pop your hands down beside you, and what we're going to do is just lift the hips up. So you're just going to push the hips up, stand up on strong legs, and then just pop the hips straight back down. So this is a bit like a bridge. Often in Pilates when we do bridge, we roll through the spine and articulate through the bones, but try this one today, which is is more like a plank up. So you just push the hips straight up and they go straight down. So you just lift the spine and then down in one piece, okay? So let's do 5 like this. 1 and straight down. 2, and you squeeze a little bit at the top, so feel like you're squeezing your tush. 3, 4, and 5. Good, now we'll do 5 with your elbows on the ground but your fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. So we're just changing it so we have a little bit less balance to make it a little bit harder for ourselves. So just a straight push up and straight down. And we just have 2 more like this. Up and down, up and down. And then let's make it a little bit harder again. 5 more with the fingertips up to the ceiling and the shoulders just laying down on the ground. So push the hips straight up, straight down. And that's 2. So you really get a good squeeze of your glutes. We need to keep our, the back of our body really strong. Keeps us steady and well balanced. I've lost count. I think we have 1 more. Push up and back down. This time, push the hips up and just leave them there. So find that nice connection of your hips and your glutes, nice and strong, and then we just scissor the arms. So 1 arm goes over your head, 1 arm down by your body, and then just switch them over. And we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands go back up to the ceiling and you pop your hips down. Very good. 1 more here. So hips go up, find that nice strong connection, and then we're just going to dip the hips down a little and then lift them back up. So little dip down and lift up. I think we could do 10 more here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. And then you bring your hips all the way back and down. Hands can come down too. Then we lift up 1 leg into what we call tabletop. Okay, so this is just where the knees over the hips and your shin bone is level with the ground. And why don't you flex your foot here and just tap the heel down to the ground and lift it back up. So a little tap and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then point the toe and tap the toe down. 1, 2. Let your shoulders relax. Try and keep all the energy and the effort here in the middle of your core. And then just pop that foot back and down. Same on the other side. So the leg lifts up. You've maintained a nice neutral line through your back. Flex the foot and we do heel taps first. 1, 2. So I'm moving the thigh bone away, okay? Rather than bending the knee. Good job. And then just relax the foot, point the toes, and we tap the toe down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we might as well just leave that leg up there, and we're going to lift up the other leg as well. So draw in the muscles from your tummy, like the muscles from the outside of your waist are drawing inward toward the belly button, so you can float the other leg up as well. Now, if that pulls into your low back, why don't you just press your lower back down into the mat and keep it there for the next exercise. So with your feet flexed now, we're going to do just the same thing and tap the heels down. So tap one heel down, and as it comes back up, tap the other one down. So we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to relax the feet and tap the toes down. Now if you want to go back to the single leg, that's really okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then pop both feet down. And then we're going to walk the feet together and pop your legs together, squeeze your thighs together, and we're going to take the knees over to one side and then bring them back and then take them over to the other way. So as you just sway the knees side to side, it's a really nice stretch on your lower back and it's good for your core as well, but just try and keep your shoulders open and relaxed down on the mat. So you try not to peel your shoulders off. They stay down and you just have this nice twisting out through the waist. And do one more on each side. Feels good, doesn't it? This is a nice one to come back to if you ever need a little gentle stretch for your low back. Just get you moving in an easy way. Good. And then we're going to sit up now. So just roll over to the side and help yourself to sit all the way back and up. So to finish off, we're going to sit down on your knees. You can be up tall like this if that feels better, or you can sit down like this. And we're just going to take one hand, reach it up, and then reach it over to the side. And then bring it back up and down, and then take the other arm, just reach it up, go over to the side. This way, nice big side body stretch and back. We'll do one more on each side, take the arm up and over. Try not to let the shoulder come up to your ear, so you're just letting the shoulder drop down and back up and down. Other side, lift up, over to the side, take a nice big stretch and then come back up and bring the arm down. And that's us all done. Good job.